AMA series airs every Wednesday by 4 p.m. GMT plus 1. Showing only on Crypto TV Plus.
All right, welcome to another exciting episode of our AMA series, Ask Me Anything, live on Crypto TV Plus, a program where we interview diverse players and entrepreneurs in the crypto space. I am Tony Obiajuru. Now, we have a lot to, catch up with today on Yellow Card. For as many of you that have seen the graphics, you already know who my guest is. So we're going to be talking about Yellow Card. We're going to be looking at the ecosystem, the journey thus far, and future potential of this platform or of this project itself as well. And I will be speaking with Chris Maurice himself, the CEO. Now, before we begin, right, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon on our YouTube channel to always get notification whenever we are live. That's the only thing, all right, that tells you that we are live on any of our programs, all right, so that you can join in and not miss any part, okay? That bell icon that you're seeing on our YouTube channel there, hit that icon. You can also, you also have the opportunity to share in a $200 worth of BTC giveaway, and this is courtesy Yellow Card. Yes, my guest, Chris, has decided to show love and shine shine a little bit of light on our viewers today. So be among the 10 lucky winners to be rewarded for watching and actively participating. Now, what do you need to do? Number one, make sure that you're following Crypto TV Plus on social media. Yes, we are checking that, all right, to be sure that you're following us. Number two, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell icon. Number three, retweet and share the post that carries this particular giveaway. Number four, download the Yellow Card wallet app on Google Play Store and set up your account. Number five, copy your BTC wallet address and paste it in the comment section of the channel that you're watching this program from. Then finally, participate by sending in questions, as we are live on this program. So I'm going to be taking questions all through the different channels that we are broadcasting this program: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter as well. And I'll make sure that I send these questions to Chris, and we will just have a good conversation. Chris joins us on Skype from the United States. Thank you so much, Chris, for joining me on the program. How are you doing today?
Tony, I'm doing much better now that I'm talking to you, sir.
Interesting. So let's just get on with the conversation right now. Let's talk about, first of all, the journey so far with Yellow Card. I've been following the progress, the growth, and I would just like you, to engage me here with how the journey has been.
Yeah. Well, it's been quite the journey, right? Especially with the world ending and everything that's gone on in the process. But it's been I mean the experience of my life, right? Coming to Nigeria, the first time I ever left the US, and just getting to learn more about the country, more about how business works and runs there and everything, and being able to meet great people like you in this space. It's been a fantastic experience. So I'm just excited to be here today.
Interesting. Now let's talk about, because the impact of COVID-19 right there, you must have impacted you greatly, because we saw what the lockdown, the COVID-19 pandemic, what it did with so many businesses, businesses losing a whole lot of money in the market, as well as some of those top corporations releasing their staffs, so that they can be able to have or be able to run business. But with you at Yellow Card, how did the COVID pandemic and the lockdown that followed, how did it impact business for you?
Yeah, I always feel a little bad saying this, because obviously COVID has had, very real impacts on a lot of people's lives. but it has been overall very good for Yellow Card and really for the industry as a whole, right? I mean, things started to get bad in like end of March, April last year, and around that time, I mean, people just started looking for online solutions, right? Everything got moved online by force. Everything that wasn't already online, anyone that wasn't already doing everything online, got moved online by force, right? Um, and then on top of that, with what we saw in terms of markets, oil markets, things like that across the world, people just started looking for a better solution. And so I don't think that we're unique in saying that COVID really accelerated the business and the industry as a whole. I think pretty much anybody in the space anywhere in the world would be able to say the same thing.
Interesting. Let's now talk about, the daily operations, as we can see, at Yellow Card. Are you always necessarily involved with the daily operations, that comes with the work at Yellow Card right there?
Man, I like the daily operations. I know, yeah. I think some people like to sort of grow out of it, and I mean, certainly from just like managing my schedule and that kind of thing. I'm starting to delegate more. I'm starting to kind of get more out of the daily operations, but I like it. I like it. It keeps me sane, right? So it's nice to have a routine in an industry where your entire life savings could drop by 50% overnight.
Okay, so I can understand with you there, and let's now talk about Yellow Card specifically here, and just tell us what has been, the past, let's say, a year and a half since you have been operational. What have you guys been able to do? Probably the solutions or the products, or probably any upgrade or something that you've done with the platform, or something that the community can know.
Yeah, yeah. It's Yellow Card is ever evolving, right? As with any startup, and so we're really proud of what we've been able to accomplish. We have a very big support team that's dedicated to being able to listen and respond to issues and trends that arise regarding the product. And so just recently we put all of that into a brand new layout for the platform, brand new UI interface. And that's been going very well, right? And there's been a great response to that. We have a far better version of that coming out hopefully next month with the mobile app. So right now our mobile app is only on Android. So we're going to be putting out the iOS app, and we're going to be fully updating the Android app as well. It's going to be a much smoother interface. Professionally designed, right? And so, yeah, definitely looking forward to getting that out and seeing what everybody thinks.
Interesting. Now, Chris, right there, most users, would actually be, wondering or or peg your finger on and say this was our biggest drawback?
Yeah. So we actually started the company in 2016. And when we originally started, it was completely focused on the U.S. And basically, long story short, after meeting Minachi and coming to Nigeria, we shifted our focus over, and that was in 2018, and then we finally launched in June of 2019. So it's been actually quite the journey, almost 5 years now. But in terms of the biggest drawback that we had early, this is also now my advice to anybody that's looking to do a startup or really grow a company, is the biggest mistake that we made early was we spent a ton of our time, especially myself. I spent a ton of my time looking for money, right? Looking for investors, looking for seed capital, that kind of thing. And the reality is that once we stopped looking for money and put our heads down and just focused on growth, that's when everybody wanted to give us money, right? So, that is, I mean, the reality is that's kind of how it works. Is the moment you stop looking for money, is when it finally starts to come, right? And so, yeah, I mean, the biggest hurdle that we had was just, we got stuck in the mindset, sort of the Silicon Valley mindset of, you need capital, right? You need to raise money, you need an investment. Exactly. Yeah. And so, we got stuck in that mindset that we need this in order to make it happen. And the reality is that if you put your head down and just start working at it, it comes a lot faster than sitting around and trying to convince somebody of your idea with no traction.
Okay, interesting. Now, Chris, in a market, you talked about how that the company launched in 2016, then in 2019 you came down to Nigeria and started doing business here in the country. But looking at how the crypto space has evolved over the years, with a whole lot of people, prospective players in the industry coming out or churning out crypto innovative solutions and all that, we have so many options today in terms of wallets. Those who are focused on creating wallets. How would you say the competition has been, or what can you peg down as your competitive advantage? Has it been challenging?
Well, I don't want to, talk bad about anybody else, right? What I would say is, we've built the approach that we've taken, and the company that we've built is very granularly focused on the countries that we're serving, right, and on the customer. And so, when we set out to start it, we wanted to make a very simple, very straightforward application for being able to buy and sell crypto, right? Similar to like a Coinbase.com in the U.S. and Europe. And that's we feel that that's something that we've been able to build, right? I think that the big advantage that we have is we're a market maker, right? So we're the ones that are supplying a lot of the liquidity into the market. And I think that the rates largely reflect that, right? When you compare our rates with others, I think that you can see a clear difference on most days, right? And so I think that that's something that we're definitely very proud of, right? And like to display.
Okay, that's a good one. Now, looking at security as a big issue, we've heard cases or scenarios of wallets being hacked or being prone to been hacked there, and customers, you just hear that probably a whole lot of funds went missing in the process and all that. So I want to ask about the security measures or the secure nature of the Yellow Card wallet. I know over time, like you mentioned, it is open for change, improvements and all that. But right now, what can you be confident and say that, okay, yes, you've been able to achieve something as regards security, and we've been able to secure the funds of our users, and there hasn't been a breach?
Yeah. So when you talk about security in this industry, the biggest pain point is always around the crypto side, right? On the fiat side, the money is sitting in a bank, right? And so that's secure and all as long as the bank stays liquid and open. On the crypto side, that's where it becomes really important. And we're happy to say that I guess I should knock on wood, but that we have not had any breaches of our wallet system, right? We work with one of the largest Bitcoin wallets in the world that actually powers the wallets that we have on our exchange. And so, it's very secure, top-notch security. It's something when we were starting out, we looked at potentially building it ourselves. And the reality is that while we have a great team that's certainly capable, we decided that with something as important as security and crypto, we need to leave it up to the experts. Right. And so, we work with, like I said, we work with one of the largest wallet companies in the world on actually hosting the wallets that every customer has on Yellow Card. So the funds are extremely secure there. And so, for us, the most important thing is continuing to protect users, right? Because the users are where we see most sort of malicious activity targeted. Is towards the users. And so we continue to implement new and more security features, and we have more that are coming out constantly based on feedback to keep your account specifically safe.
Okay, that's a good one there. Still on security, here's a question from Inchila Uvern Thelmer on Facebook. It says, I noticed one could get the verification code when creating the Yellow Card account through WhatsApp. Very different from other platforms. Okay, I'm just hearing this for the very first time though. Should users be concerned about security